Hey YouTubes, so I'm out on some land. I was able to sign out a fire pit, and I'm meeting Steve Funfer here. He's running a Chaga workshop, so we're gonna brew up some Chaga tea. I hauled in a bunch of gear and planning to do a little bit of show and tell with the Chaga, but also I'm gonna do a winter bag dump. Show you some of the stuff that I keep in my bag when I'm out and about in the winter, and I am going to eat an enormous sandwich because I'm famished.
I would never let it boil, right? So this is going to just be going the entire time that we're talking and asking questions. All right, so let me see where that's at. A lot of powder in here. Okay, that's going to go quick actually. So I'll check back in on this in a second. I think that's a good spot to start anyway.
I'm gonna go find a little quiet spot here while Steve's talking about Chaga, and we'll do a little bag dump here, show you what I've got, and we're gonna get into that sandwich. I marked a nice Chaga here for those guys to look at after they're done their talking portion. It's on the yellow birch here. See it behind that cedar branch. So that's a it's not really quite big enough to harvest, but it's a good one to look at because it's within easy viewing distance anyway. You can't really tell in the woods here, but when you get out in the open, it is blustery. The wind is just howling. And it's not really snowing, but it's carrying a bunch of snow with it. Okay, I think I got a good spot over here. Okay. You've probably seen me hauling this old bag around before. It's kind of like my throw stuff in and throw it on my back. So I'll show you what I've got in there. I'm going to start with these gloves. I just picked these up at Princess Auto a couple weeks ago. They're made by Watson gloves. They have a reflective cover, and it said that they were perfect adventure gloves, so I was kind of sold on that idea. And I've been out winter camping with Tara. We did a big ski across the lake. It was cold, it was windy. I've done some firewood. I've been wearing these all day. The touchscreen finger works great. They have a pretty durable, sticky grip on them. And so far, I'm loving them. So those have been really, really handy. No pun intended. That was accidental. Okay, I've got a little bit of extra camera gear here. Just spare batteries. I always bring an axe with me. Right, my daughter made me this nice leather cover. So either this one or a longer handled Hultifors. This one's a Wetterlings. Super handy for splitting firewood, limbing branches, all that kind of stuff. I always have a toilet kit. So these are just like wet wipes. You have to be careful because these can freeze in the winter unless they're the alcohol ones. I usually also keep a roll of toilet paper, and then that's handy for me, but also for people who are with me who might need the facilities. I brought an extra magnesium fire starter that lives in here, even though I've always got lighters in my pockets. Paracord. When I picked up those gloves, I also grabbed some nice paracord. There's 150 feet of paracord here, and of course paracord's not real paracord anymore. This stuff's got a 110 pound capacity. I got this cool bag. I think I showed you this before, from a Nomadic subscription box. This is made by Topo, and it's got a reflective inside, so it's pretty easy to grab stuff. And that, I just wanted to show it to you because I always bring a cloth. It's just nice if you get wet hands or a wet face to dry off before you put on your gloves and get all your clothing wet. And in the near future, I'm going to show you, look what I got, the Status 12 gauge flare launcher system with tripwires, good for camp security and garden security, stuff like that. Looking forward to trying that out. And then, way down in the bottom here, a Dagwood sandwich. Let's get this stuff back in here. Look at this sandwich. Doesn't that look good? The answer is yes. My kids love these sandwiches. This is like their big treat if we're grabbing a meal on the road. Let's see if I can get this thing open. So I'm pretty hungry. My next video, just so you know, Steve and I are going ice fishing on Lake Nipissing again, and we're in a hut, rental hut with a kitchen. He's gonna cook up a feast, so I'm gonna try not to spoil my supper because this is a pretty hefty sandwich. Watch this. This is how we shoot a thumbnail. My face is pretty dark. There I am. It's no Aaron Nelson sandwich, but it'll do. That's good. Okay. We'll go back and check on the workshop folks and give you another peek at what's going on there. Maybe have another close look at a couple more Chagas. Interested if you want to drop a comment. Let me know. I'm in the shadows here, eh? Let me know what you like to pack in your winter bag. This is just like for walking around, day tripping kind of stuff. Snowshoeing, maybe working in the sugar bush, because I'm always interested to see what you got, try new gear, and spend time outside.
Can occur here now, but it's detrimental to the fungus. To this. So low. I don't know of an expiration date, really, in terms of that. Once it's properly dried and stored, as long as you don't get any mold or other fungus attacking in there, you're probably pretty good. Best use, we kind of talked about it. It's all the main beneficial compounds are water soluble. So it's water extraction. It's a tea, just a tea. The most important thing to remember about making any medicinal mushroom tea or even any plant tea from any natural compound is don't boil it. Just low and slow simmer. The odd little bubble here and there.
I forgot to talk about one of the best features of these gloves, which is the fuzzy thumb. It's got the different fuzzy material on the thumb for wiping your nose. This is key stuff. It's like magic too. Then you rub your two thumbs together and all the evidence disappears. This is important. Anyway, we are wrapping up our Chaga workshop and then we're going fishing. So that is the end of this episode. But next one, overnight craft beer, ice fishing with Steven Lukacic. Hopefully catching some ling, also called pout. I forget, people have different names for them. Lingcods, burbits. Anyway, that's the plan. So I'll see you on that one.